Ready?
Yeah, whenever.
Yo, what's up guys? Before we actually hop into today's video, I just want to go ahead and let you guys know that we do have a video sponsor, and today's video sponsor is going to be Ridge Wallets. I've been working with Ridge Wallets for the last 2.5 years and I absolutely love their products. I switched from that big old bulky leather wallet to this nice little minimalist wallet that, you know, can hold up to 10 cards with these elastic bands. On the back here, we have our cash clip, and the best part about it is they have some really cool designs, and you can see I'm actually rocking the forged carbon right now, and who knows, they might have a forged carbon or another design that matches your Mustang. If you guys want to support the channel and help me out greatly, head to the link in the description, and if you want to get a wallet, they have bags, they have all sorts of accessories. Make sure you use the link in the description and the promo code DBP Squad for 10% off all orders, as many orders if you'd like. And again, it's going to help me do some really cool stuff in the near future, and I just want to go ahead and say thank you, Ridge, for sponsoring today's video. What's up guys, welcome back for another video.
I'm sorry, did you just have a mental
Shut up, dude.
I had a stroke.
I didn't have a stroke. Let me see that hoodie. Oh, you tricked me. Make racing great again. That's pretty sweet. Where'd you get that from? Yeah, no, I like that a lot. But anyway, based on the title and thumbnail of today's video, we have, in my opinion, it's one of the nicest 10 speeds Brandon has. A long time ago. I mean, what year is yours? Is it 2019 or 2020? You got it in 2019, brand new, didn't you? So yeah, got it in 2019, has had it for a couple of years now. And I remember the first video we made, it had to have been like 2 years ago. It's when you just finished the full bolt-on process and went to E. But I remember we filmed a video, maybe I can dig it up and throw a card up there in the corner, but he has probably the cleanest setup on a 10-speed, full bolt-on, E85, the ruby red on the welds. It's out there. You have the yellow accents, but dude, I never realized how good that looked. His car back in the day, he let me drive it, and it's amazing. The interior, you have the 401A, digital dash, it's a performance pack. It's pretty much the fully loaded version of a 10-speed. And
the safety specs or safety stuff.
Okay, so everything but the safety package and whatnot, but it's a gorgeous car. And when I first got into that 10-speed, it was the first one I've ever experienced. I was kind of like hesitant because I just didn't know much about them or the 10-speed as a whole, you know, because like I always had manual cars and he's always had manual cars. But when I got into that and drove it, I mean, I hate to admit this on camera because I always got to give the 10-speed people crap, but they're great cars. They really are. And that car, full bolt-on on E, is no joke. And a lot of people sleep on it. I know on camera I act like I sleep on it and talk crap and all this, but deep down I truly know 500 to the wheel with that 10R80 is a monster. Let's go check out this 10-speed. Let's peep the key real quick though. This is pretty dope. As silly as it is, it's just the aesthetics. I know a lot of people are gonna be mad about the Cobra situation, which I guess they have a right to be, but you know, at the end of the day, it's just the 10 speeds are just so versatile, man. And how have you been liking yours, like since you got it?
Love it.
Love it.
I haven't had any complaints.
No complaints. And
not since day one.
Been taking it to the track and stuff?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Yep. Ran 11.4 the last time I went. I got a goal of hopefully high 10s, low 11s. And
oh yeah. Dude, that's insane.
Then after that, we'll maybe throw a little boost at it. We'll see.
Oh boy, you're opening up a can of worms there, buddy. And oh my God, man, I offered him to trade the Cobra, which I know it's really not worth it. But this is nasty, and it just looks so good on the welds. I think that was probably the best thing, like look-wise too. It's just insane,
yeah,
dude.
It took it to the next level.
It's insane, but take a look.
I really got to thank my wife for most of it. So.
Oh yeah, wifey hooked it up.
Birthday present.
Oh damn, check that out. Ramina, take notes, bro. Go ahead and take a look at Backwoods 5.0. This is his 2019. If you guys want to go check out his Instagram and stuff, feel more than welcome. It's on the screen right there. But this is the car that really, you know, set it off for me with the whole 10 speeds. Again, I know I joke about it a lot and just give people automatics a hard time, but they're awesome cars. They really are. And I'm gonna sit here and admit that, but his car, in my opinion, is one of the nicest 10 speeds I've personally seen in person. I'm not even a big Ruby fan. I'm really not, but something about the welds with the polish, the Ruby paint, you know, he has some carbon going on, got a duckbill. It's a gorgeous car. Black accents.
Oh, and the roof is getting re-black.
Oh, okay, and you're wrapping the roof black again?
Yep.
Very nice. But yeah, this car is truly badass looking. And those welds look a little different back there, man.
Yes, sir.
What'd you do?
I took the bead locks and sat them in some lacquer thinner and took all the black off of them and made them match the front.
Check that out. So those bead locks, with that polished lip to match the front. And I know you were nervous doing that. There's no way you weren't.
Yeah. I didn't want
What
to
made
mess
you
them up.
like? What made you just commit to that?
The look?
You just said, "I'm going for it."
Yeah, I didn't like the black on the back because it
Didn't break it up enough.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, I can understand that. I can understand that. Got a Corbo seat. Oh, look at that. Corbo seat. I do remember that steering wheel. That was my favorite part. Check this out though. Got the back seats down. Oh man, let's see what this feels like. Oh, he's going race car. Oh boy. You don't daily this, do you?
No.
Oh, okay.
Not at all.
Yeah, this is a race seat. That's for sure. And it's fixed seat, isn't it? Yep. Fixed seat. I mean, it feels good though. I can't complain. I don't know about 12-hour drive like to Florida good, but it's a comfy race seat. Do you know what these weigh in at?
22 pounds?
22 pounds? That's not bad at all. What are the stock seats? Like 50?
57, I think.
50, almost 60 pounds in the stock seat. In this Corbo seat is 22 pounds. So, you know, do you take the passenger seat out when you race?
I haven't done it yet.
Do it, man. Send it.
Last time I went to the track, it was all stock. This is all done since the last time I went. So
No kidding.
I don't know what it will go.
That's pretty cool. This wheel is an absolute must. It really ties in everything, especially with the carbon overlay. You know, it makes it so sick. Can I get those little red LEDs up there? That's pretty sweet. Nice little touch. And I want to say, where's the active exhaust buttons on this? Okay, so let's go boom, and then boom, exhaust mode. Check that out, nice and quiet. You can roll in through the neighborhoods, not making a peep.
I don't know about not making it.
But here's the normal.
Nicer to the ears.
Normal opens them. It's pretty cool. Active exhaust is definitely a nice little feature, especially if you don't want to piss your neighbors off like I've been pissing mine off. My neighbors have had it with me. Letting the Cobra out there, chop it up, the Fox body chopping. Lucifer is just ridiculous. So that's one of my favorite things, and one of the really big selling points with me in the 10-speed is that I don't really have a daily Mustang or a daily car. I got the Camry, but the Camry's kind of a piece of junk. And you know, I got family in different states. My mom lives in North Carolina. So like when I was deciding if I wanted a 10-speed at the end of the day, like it just made the most sense, because hopping in a full bolt-on, naturally aspirated 10-speed E85 car, flex fuel tune, so have you, that has like active exhaust, that has the luxurious items of like, you know, the Sync 3, the badass steering wheel, the really nice display up there, and you know, obviously the 10-speed, you have the heated and cooled seats, plenty of space in the back if you needed to put some luggage and stuff. And it just made the most sense to, you know, utilize the money that I had tied up in the Cobra, or start utilizing that money and get myself a 10-speed, because now if I want to take a trip, I could just hop in it. It's an auto, straight coast, have nothing to worry about. And when we start doing our East Coast Mustang tours, once we start getting those, you know, pre-planned and stuff, it'll be really cool to drive the 10-speed around the country and, you know, make some stops at some tracks and race with some of you guys. Like, that's exactly what Jake and I want to do with our 10-speeds on the tours. So there's a lot going around in my head with these cars. To me, to my gut, getting one is exactly what, like, I feel like I need to do. So hopefully you guys respect that. Oh, you want me to drive? So you really want to give me this car?
I did it the first time, so why not another time?
All right, I like the sounds of that. Let's do it. What is he doing to me?
Okay, my kids definitely get something beside
I want one already, really bad. We're gonna get the full effect here. So harness. Okay, what kind of harnesses we got here?
Street arrow.
Street, okay. So these, bang. Check that out, and then you would tighten these.
The cross one, don't worry about, because it's not actually hooked up to anything.
Okay. Cool.
It's just there for show at the moment.
All right, Jordan, we shall be back. Oh, dude, this literally literally just took me back 2 years ago when I drove it the first time. I just remember like how torquey it felt and how like, I don't know, it just feels so good.
Oh yeah.
It feels so good.
I'm trying to figure out how to hold this without it being so shaky.
You should be all right. It's so weird to me. I'm not used to that. Smacking it in a Mustang with a loud exhaust and just it's shifting on its own so quick. I'm not used to that at all.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Fun. It is. And so typically, like when you race a 10-speed, break it down to me. Do you like put it in shift mode or do you like do it in drive?
So burnout is in shift mode. Put it in first. I rev it to probably 4,000 to 5,000. Kind of let the tires spin for a minute, get them heated up. Then I switch from there. After I stop the burnout, I switch to drive. I then move up to the line and I foot brake it to about 2,000.
Okay.
And then as the light turns green, foot to the floor, other foot off the brake, and then just let it.
How's it hook up? Are you mashed to the floor when you launch it? Like,
yeah.
Does it? Oh,
this does not spin.
Really? Left foot brake it a little bit.
Yep.
Ready?
Yeah, whenever. That face is 1,000 words, by the way.
Yo, I've never felt that before. I don't think I've ever done that, like that aggressive or that hard in a Mustang before, dude. Oh,
I tried to build it somewhat right.
Dude, I mean, she hooked up. She hooked up. Holy
and
shit.
just think that's, I wouldn't say they're cold, but they're not hot tires either.
Oh, that was fun, man. I can imagine how much more fun it is at the track. Like,
I mean, you figure a prep track.
Oh, dude,
with
that
some
has
heat,
to hook hard.
with some heat in the tire. Oh yeah.
Imagine like with a converter and stuff. Like, I bet you that thing gets violent.
I've heard they're pretty crazy.
Dude,
like you're talking
insane.
Probably 1.5, 1.4, 60 foot.
That was insane. That was so fun. Oh my god. See, and I need a little bit of that race life in my life. Like, I just need to. I'm not a big racer. Everybody knows that. Like, I love to do the roll racing and stuff because it's just a lot easier on manual cars.
Well, that's like this.
A lot of people don't like that, which I can understand. A lot of people like to dig racing cars and stuff, but it's just something about Lucifer, man. Like,
well, that's another thing with this. Second gear, 40 miles an hour. Your roll race is going to be pretty substantially crazy.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, the downshifts. Oh, I forgot about that. It's a fun car. There's no denying it. And I'm just so like. I know everybody's always like, oh, I can't wait to boost my car. I can't wait to go supercharge and make 700. But what a lot of people don't understand is like, when I got Lucifer, I got to experience the Coyote NA life for a very, very short period of time. And then, you know, when VMP called me, they're like, yo, let's put a blower on. I mean, who was going to say no to that? Like, I had nothing done to that car. We threw a blower on a stock ass car and it was just like, from there, everything else after that was just like, I was jumping into a 700 horsepower monster as soon as I never got to experience like naturally aspirated and learn the car, feel the car. And that's kind of why I'm scared to go to the track, because typically when people buy Coyotes NA, they at least go to the track with them a couple times to feel it out. People forget that, like, that would be just me sending it at the track in a 700 horsepower car when I have no seat time at all.
Yeah, well, that's like a
little sketchy.
With this, I've been going to the track maybe a year and a half, but out of that year and a half, I've made 15 passes maybe, so I'm still getting used to the car. Yeah. Period. That's why, you know, every time I go, I seem to get quicker and quicker. But I also have, I broke my chin spoiler, so I had to take it off, put the stock one back on. So I think that helped. Okay. But also the last time I went, I took the wicker bill off.
And that definitely
And
helped.
I think that helped too.
I can definitely get used to this cockpit. This is just amazing, no doubt. And that was the first time ever I have done a dig in a 10-speed. And I gotta be honest, I kind of footed it a little bit just because I didn't really know what to expect. It's not my car, and I was a little nervous, like just because I've never done it. But no, nothing to be nervous about. They hook and book. And then you have all the suspension stuff, a lot of the suspension stuff upgraded, which we're going to talk about. So we just got here at this little spot, and we're just going to pretty much let Brandon give us the rundown and, you know, future plans, what he has done to it currently. And, you know, I can't stress this enough. I'm just very excited to hopefully have all of this come to life for me on the channel and take you guys along with the whole NA build as well. So let's take a look at this thing. Oh yeah, she looks so sick. Look at that. You guys can't even front. You can't lie. It's nasty looking.
If you can't own a car and have to look back at it every time you get
it
out
ain't
of
for you.
It ain't for you.
No. Why don't you give us the rundown of the car, man, and you know, talk about future plans. I know you talked about boost a little bit. You know, for the people watching this, if you were to convert somebody watching right now that has a manual, you know, so to speak, S197 or a Gen 2, why exactly would you like convince them to go Gen 3? What are your, you know, your things that you loved most about these cars?
So my thing is, for a long time I've driven manual cars. My job, I drive for a living, so I'm in manual cars a lot, like hundreds of thousands of miles. So my left knee kind of hurts. So I went and I was going to buy an MT82 car or a Tremec, just depending on what I was finding. After going and test driving it, it felt okay, a little clunky, kind of hard to get in gear. Heard that off and on in reviews and whatnot. So this was sitting on a lot. I went and test drove it, and I never looked back. My left knee is congratulating me because it doesn't hurt as much anymore. But it's so much easier to drive. You don't have to worry about it, you know, catastrophically blowing up on you in the middle of
especially MT82s. I know they're pretty solid transmissions. A lot of people downplay them, but it is true though. They do, some of them do break pretty easily. When
I was looking for a car, like, don't get me wrong, I was looking at Camaro, I was looking at, you know, Mustang. I did not like the interior of a Camaro. I just didn't like the way you could see.
Really? See, I rented that one Hertz in Texas. You can't see that. He is not lying about that. The Camaros, I was actually stunned that Chevy released the car with that horrible of a blind spot. I couldn't believe it. But
I mean, you can't see it.
I gotta say though, man, that interior, the flat bottom steering wheel, the Alcantara on the dash,
I mean, it was
all
nice.
over.
Don't
like,
get me wrong.
But I know, I totally understand the blind spot though. It was wild.
At the time I was getting it, it was going to be more of a daily-ish kind of car, more of a, you know, A to B around town, something I was going to want to be comfortable in, and a Camaro just wasn't it.
Okay.
And so I went down the street, started looking at these, and like I said, did some research before I bought it, and all the MT82 stuff kind of come up over the 10 speed, and glad I went with this because I haven't had any issues with it, knock on wood. I don't see it.
Yeah, but I gotta ask you the bread and butter question. Okay. I know the 10 speed's nasty and all, but there's something about driving a manual car, and that's kind of why when I get one of these, I don't want to get rid of Lucifer. Like, that's just my ultimate fun manual car. You know, boosted, manual, you know, doing the rev matching yourself and just slamming gears once in a while. Do you miss that? Like, with owning this car, do you wish at times you could hop in and it's an MT82? Are you actually satisfied with just how the 10 speed performs?
I guess every now and again, everybody who's ever driven a manual and kind of liked it would always look back. And
but you still wouldn't trade it though, just because this overpowers.
Yeah, I would not get rid of it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, man. Well, I appreciate you coming out. And it was good seeing you and the car again. Guys, if you want to check it out, here's his Instagram right here. I'm sure he's gonna have some track clips and stuff coming up soon. It's that time of year, and you're shooting for that 10 second, so we hope you get it.
11.0, 10.9, we'll see.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm hoping 10.9.
Never know, right? Never know. Just want to go ahead and thank you all so much for watching. Hope you guys are excited. Drop a like up on the video, drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think of his 5.0, and you know, I'm very excited for this next journey with a whole new platform. Gotta love the Coyote motor though. It's absolutely it's a beast of a motor. Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3, it doesn't even matter. Gen 3 is obviously Godzilla of the Coyotes, but it's a beast of a motor, and I'm really looking forward to you know, possibly getting one of these very soon. So it's just kind of a little warm up into everything. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern time, for another video. Peace.